point of my FasciNATIVE English channel is so you learn how native speakers actually talk. What's up, my friends and family? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm really excited because I'm starting a new series, and this series I think is going to be extremely beneficial for you all, especially my students that are in the Speak English Like a Native course for for Tiffany's Academy. I think this is going to be really beneficial for you, but I think I'm going to name this series like How to Speak English Like a Native or Speaking English Like a Native or something along those lines. I haven't really decided yet, but basically this is what's going to happen in this series, and I might post once or twice a month videos for this series. I haven't decided that yet either. I'm rolling with it, you guys. I had this idea and I was like, yes, let's do it, and now I'm doing it, but if you guys don't like it, I'll stop it. So we'll see what happens. But for now, I'm planning to upload at least one or two of these or types of videos like this a month. And this is what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you guys how you would learn a word, probably in your English textbook or your English courses that you've taken your whole life, or you might read it in a book, or you might read it in a magazine. I'm going to tell you how to say something. Then I'm going to give you the way that native speakers actually say it, which is most likely slang or idioms or phrases, you know, colloquialisms. And I'm not just going to give you one, I'm going to give you many. Like the one I have for you today, there's like 9. That's a lot of different ways to say one thing. And it's not even technically the correct way to say it, because we have the way that is the correct way. We have the way that we say it, the dictionary way. But then we also have how we say it in real life. So we're going to go over that, and it's going to be fun. Hopefully it's going to be fun. So what I'm going to be teaching you today is how to say that's annoying, or that's irritating, or that's frustrating, but you can say it like how a native speaker would say it. So technically we can say this. We hear this all the time. That's annoying. That's irritating. That's frustrating. And maybe you learned how to say this in your English textbook. When something is annoying you, you say that's annoying. When something's irritating you, that's irritating. That's frustrating. It all kind of evokes the same feeling, but that's how you would say it normally. However, you would also hear it in the following ways. First way that you would hear it is, that grinds my gears. That really grinds my gears. Grinds my gears. This is an idiom, and it means annoys, irritates, or frustrates. All of the idioms that I'm going to tell you today have the same definition. So again, this just goes to show you that Americans speak in idioms. Like, I'm trying to teach you guys this. Like, this is true. You might be like, Carly, I think you're over exaggerating because like we know that's your angle for your YouTube channel. I'm not over exaggerating, you guys. Americans love their idioms and they speak in idioms. I have 9 idioms that literally have the same exact definition. It's annoying, irritating, or frustrating. Grinds my gears. When Sally chews her gum so loud, it really grinds my gears, which means it's really annoying. Frustrates me. It irritates me. Why do you have to chew your gum so loud? Grinds my gears. Idiom number 2. Ugh, that gets under my skin. It really gets under my skin. Gets under my skin. Same meaning. It's annoying. It's frustrating. It irritates me. It gets under my skin. When I publicly see racism or any kind of mistreatment of others, it gets under my skin. It's something that I don't tolerate, and I hate it, and I will turn into a different person when I see that happen, because your girl, I know how to fight. I got your back. It really gets under my skin. Or I can also say it grinds my gears. See, they're interchangeable. All these idioms mean the same thing. So that's what I'm trying to get across, the point I'm trying to get across to you guys today. You would probably say it the way that you learned it 10, 15 years ago when you were in school, maybe even longer, whatever. When you were in school, you probably learned how to say, that's annoying, that's irritating, that irritates me, that's so frustrating, that frustrates me. And that's okay, but it sounds very formal. Like, I could still say that as a native English speaker and it's gonna be fine. People aren't gonna say anything to you. However, the point of my FasciNATIVE English channel is so you learn how native speakers actually talk. And 9 times out of 10, we're gonna use an idiom if we have the chance to use an idiom. We have grinds my gears, gets under my skin. Another way you can say that something is annoying,
And this one's kind of funny.
it gets my panties in a knot. It gets my panties in a knot. And I know people are like, oh, she said panties. Okay, go ahead and laugh. Here's your time to laugh. All right, we're done. We're not focusing on that anymore. It is something that you would hear, especially in the South. Now, America is a huge country, right? We have slang that everybody really understands, and then we have slang that is like specific to areas. I grew up in the South, and I grew up in Florida, but my parents are from North Carolina and Mississippi. That's the South. I grew up around like hearing this idiom and slangs that are similar to this, like Southern idioms and slangs. I grew up hearing those all the time, and gets my panties in a knot is one of them, and it literally just means it makes me annoyed. It makes me irritated. It frustrates me. It gets my panties in a knot. So when people work over me, I'm an editor. Sometimes people steal my work. Not intentionally, I hope not. If you're my coworker, you're watching this, you better watch your back if you're intentionally stealing my work. But sometimes we accidentally work the same thing. We call it work over, like you work over somebody. That gets my panties in a knot. It's annoying. I don't like get super upset. It's just a little bit frustrating because I'm like, man, I just wasted my time. Why did I do that? It gets my panties in a knot. It also grinds my gears. It also gets under my skin. See what I'm saying here? You can totally use any of these idioms to mean the same thing. So the next one is gets on my nerves. Gets on my nerves. Same meaning. It's annoying, it's frustrating, it's irritating. It gets on my nerves. My kids asking me 24/7 if they can have some of their Halloween candy gets on my nerve. It gets on my, I'm ready to just throw the candy away and be like, sorry, all gone. Sorry, I won't because I love my children and they worked hard for that trick-or-treating, but still it gets on my nerves. It's annoying, it's irritating. The next one, pushes my buttons. Pushes my buttons. All right, again, same meaning. An example that you can say for this one is my husband sometimes does things specifically to push my buttons, just to see. And I'm pretty sure everybody's husband does this, or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, just for fun. I know sometimes I do it too, but not as much. Like I do it like once a month to see like, can I get away with doing this? Is he gonna get mad at me? But sometimes, you know, my husband loves to push my buttons. So he'll do something that he knows. He's like, Carly hates when I do this. Let me annoy her a little bit. And then he pushes my buttons. Especially one of the things is he randomly sings but not like songs. He'll sing like some random, I don't know, sound that he saw on Instagram or TikTok, and he just like screams it and I'm like,
stop. Oh my gosh, you're crazy.
And then he'll stop for a little bit and then he'll do it again. And that kind of pushes my buttons in a fun way. Like he's annoying and he knows that he's annoying, but I love him regardless. And I'm annoying and I know that I'm annoying, but he loves me regardless. So, you know, it works out in the end. But yeah, sometimes he pushes my buttons. The next one, rubs me the wrong way. Rubs me the wrong way. And remember, I know I sound like a broken record player, which is another expression that we use. Just means like I'm repeating myself again and again. But I know I'm repeating myself a lot, but all these idioms mean the same thing. It just means you're annoyed or you're frustrated or you're irritated. It rubs me the wrong way. You know, one thing that I hear a lot of people say, especially here in America, is,
this is America, you need to speak English.
And that sentence alone rubs me the wrong way. I hate that sentence because yes, this is America, but America is one of the few countries in the whole world that's built by immigrants. So yes, it's America. Yes, English is the language here that we speak, but don't be saying stuff like that, all right? Because it takes time to learn and everybody's different. And this country was built on immigrants. So you hush your mouth, all right? It rubs me the wrong way when people say things like that. The next idiom, drives me up a wall. So I feel like I've done this one before, drives me up a wall, but I don't remember exactly. I can tell you that my kids sometimes drive me up a wall. I recently took my kids on a vacation through Asia. We went to Japan and Vietnam. We were gone for 5 weeks, and we really discovered that even though we're a loving family, we cannot be together for that long without somebody driving another person up a wall. It happened very often. Sometimes it was a kid, sometimes it was my own husband, sometimes I drove myself up a wall because it was just, you know, traveling is very fun, very exciting, very relaxing, but at the same time it can be stressful, especially traveling with children. So yes, I realized that my own family drives me up a wall more so than anyone I've ever met in my life. But I loved it and they love me, hopefully. We have grinds my gears, gets under my skin, gets my panties in a knot, gets on my nerves, pushes my buttons, rubs me the wrong way, drives me up the wall. The next one is pushes me over the edge. Pushes me over the edge. You know what pushes me over the edge? When people, aka my husband and my kids, leave their socks, pants, shirts, their clothing on the floor when I have 3 laundry baskets and an actual washing machine that they could put them in, but they leave them on the floor. And you know what? That pushes me over the edge sometimes. Sometimes I become a little psycho crazy because I'm like,
What is this? This is a sock. Does it belong on the floor? No. Put it where it's supposed to go.
you know, and then I calm down and I'm like, okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. It's just a sock. It's just a sock. And then I pick it up and I put it where it's supposed to go. But sometimes it does push me over the edge. I get annoyed so much that I'm like, I snap and I'm like, I calm back down. And I'm like, I'm back to being nice, loving, caring mom. Carley, yes, that's me. But yeah, it pushes me over the edge sometimes. It's annoying. It frustrates. It's irritating. And the last one for today is makes my blood boil. Now this one you use, it's still the same thing when you're frustrated or annoyed or irritated, but this one is like when you're extremely frustrated, annoyed, or irritated, it makes your blood boil. All right. So one thing that makes my blood boil, especially living where I live in the Atlanta area, is traffic. Atlanta traffic makes my blood boil because you have half the people that, I mean, even more than half the people, they don't know how to drive. And then there's me, who I have anxiety when I have to drive because I'm not only looking out for myself, I'm looking out for all these other people that don't know how to drive. So people not knowing how to drive, especially in Atlanta traffic, makes my blood boil. Like I get road rage. I had never experienced road rage before moving to the Atlanta area. And now I'm like, I don't want to drive. I don't want to go out. I can't with these people. It makes my blood boil. So I hope you like this new series and I hope you learned a lot. I mean, you have 9 different idioms that you learned today in this one short video, and they all mean the same thing, which textbook wise, what you would learn in your English textbooks is, hey, that's annoying, that's frustrating, that's irritating. But now you have 9 other ways you can say it, and I promise you there's probably more, but these are just the top 9 that I feel you should know. All right, so if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next video.